All right, we got some practice with dividing integers, and really the hardest part is the division part. So if you're not familiar with your division facts, this is going to be challenging, so go back and practice that and then come back. But here we got 30 over negative 10, or 30 divided by negative 10. So I know my answer is going to be negative, and 30 over 10 is just 3, so my answer is negative 3. Down here, negative 2 over 2. Well, 2 over 2 is 1, and then I know my answer is going to be negative because I have just one negative in the top and a positive number in the bottom. Negative 25 over negative 5. Those negatives are going to cancel out, so we'll have a positive answer. So 25 over 5 is just 5, and we have a positive 5 as our answer. 9 over 3, well, that's just 3, or positive 3. 60 over negative 4, well, it's going to be negative, and 60 divided by 4 is 15, so I'll have negative 15 as my answer. 6,000 over 100, well, those negatives are going to cancel, so I can rewrite this as 6,000 over 100, and then I can cancel out some zeros, and I'll have 60 over 1, which is just 60. All right, a few more here. Negative 44 over negative 11. Well, that's going to be positive because the negatives cancel. So 44 over 11 is 4. Negative 35 over 7. Our answer is going to be negative. 35 over 7, or 35 divided by 7, is 5. So negative 5 is our answer. Negative 80 over negative 4. Well, those negatives cancel. So we have just 80 divided by 4, which is going to be 20, positive 20. 10 over negative 1. This is like dividing by negative 1 is the same thing almost as multiplying by negative 1. All that happens is the top number changes signs. So we have a positive 10. We're dividing by a negative 1, so that 10 is going to become negative 10. 51 over negative 3. Our answer is going to be negative. Most people don't know that 51 is divisible by 3, and it's going to be 17. 3 goes into 51 17 times, but since it's negative 3 and positive 51, we're going to have a negative answer. 50 over negative 8 times 5. What we can do, since multiplication and division are just inverses of each other, it doesn't matter the order that we do them in. But what I might do first is, let's take 50 over 5, and I know that that is going to be 10. So what I'll have is 10 over negative 8. And really, this is just a fraction. So if you remember how to simplify fractions, that's what we'll do here. We can divide both the top and bottom number by 2, and we'll get 5 over negative 4. So that's a perfectly fine way to write the answer. But the more common way to write it is just throw a negative in the front and then 5 over 4. So negative 5/4 instead of 5 over negative 4. But again, either one is technically right.